For them, they lose nothing. For the opposition to vote against means they're not losing anything. They're winning something that they denied everybody, knowing that they were denying people their right. Now they will enjoy that right. Whereas before, it was an act that you could have used to your own for your own benefit while you deny others. This one opens up to everybody. Well, I was taken in for questioning, and I had to call a lawyer, and I had to pay him for the hour that he used to appear with me and encourage me in what to say and what not to say, what to answer and what not to answer. So it was part of training. It brought home to me personally I think it was idiosyncrasies that people had, and also their fear of people exercising their freedom, which could impinge on your freedom. Rather than looking at it this way, it's everybody's freedom now guaranteed. Hoping we'd finish everything by 11 o'clock sharp, because at 11 o'clock on the 11th of November 1918 was Armistice Day, when the world was set free. End of the First World War.
Mr. Usamate, the bill to repeal the Media Act has been passed. We saw the Fiji First came out very strong to oppose the bill, raising some concerns. However, the issue came up about the formation of the bill came through a decree and then was converted into an act. Why oppose the bill?
For the protections that are in the bill. There are a number of things that are there in terms of protection of children, for the cross-ownership of people across, what's the other thing, about foreign ownership of media. So I think there has been a history now of making amendments to the bill, and I think the coalition government had in fact done some amendments. So our concern has been, when you throw the whole thing out, what happens to all of those other protections? They had it in their intention to be able to do that, so that has been our concern. If you look globally around the world, this seems to be the trend. If you go to Australia and New Zealand, they have similar mechanisms. It's a matter of having the protection in place, having the processes so that things can be addressed quickly, especially there when people are being victimized or so forth. People have said, I forgot about the terminology. Somebody said to take it to court or something, but those things take too long in some of those areas. So I think government had some intention to do, but the danger for us that all the protections were so good.
But MIDA was defunct already. There was no trial.
That's it, but I think the legislation itself is there. It does have those protections. So as you throw it out, what happens to all of those other protections that were there?
The other issue was in relation to content regulation and the penalties, punitive measures that were in place.
As I said, the legislation has been tweaked. But what we've got here, we've got a massive throwing out of the whole thing. There could be a process of tweaking what needs to be tweaked, and that for me is the point.
The government is stating that freedom of expression was being suppressed, and it was a dictatorship.
They always say whatever they want to say.
I'm asking what's
my point of view is that the bill itself there protects a lot of different facets of the industry. It gives an opportunity for members of the industry through all the mechanisms.
Do you believe the media should be controlled?
Media should be regulated. Should be regulated fairly to make sure that they don't go out the scope of what they should be doing. Should be done fairly. But in repealing the whole thing, maybe some of those protections that are there are not adequately covered up. That's our concern. Thank you very much.
There was a comment made that the opposition is only getting not even getting a minute of time from the media. Mr. Koya said the media is not even giving about a minute to the opposition.
Yeah, one of the debates in the House now, you see, the coverage is probably 95% one side and 5% the other view, I suppose. That's the way that I see it. Papers, so forth. You should get part of democratic institutions, parliament, opposition media. Opposition media play a very important role in democracies. We don't want ever what happens in the States to happen in this country when they start
Do we expect the
so I think we need to find
be
a balance.
more open to the media compared to before, not responding to a lot of questions?
We would want to make sure that our viewpoint also gets into the media.
So do we
not
expect
at the moment.
first to be more open to the media?
We want our viewpoint
before?
to be come out in the media. That's what we want. And we want to get that media, our message across. So we want media to be part of this.
Thank you very much, sir.
It's obviously a great day for Fiji. Like I said in Parliament, it's a new day for the country. And it's the democracy has come back to Fiji. Yeah, like I'll use the words that Honorable Usamate has been using in Parliament, hogwash. As you know, the media have already started forming the media council as of yesterday. One of the beauties about democracy is if you trust people, they will do the right thing. And we're in a new environment now. We need to allow media freedom and have to trust them that they'll do the right thing. And from what I can see, I think it's a great day for Fiji. Yeah, it just shows that they have not really understood a fundamental part of democracy, which is to allow freedom of expression, to freedom of opinion, freedom to disagree or agree, and that's why they lost the election, because they failed to understand that. They still haven't understand that. Today I asked them to come back down to planet Earth so that they can listen to the people, and the people of Fiji were very clear in the last election. They wanted to get rid of the media decree, the Bill 17, which is about to be debated. And certainly from the government side, some of us were emotional today because it's a great day for Fiji and we should celebrate. Yeah, it's been a bit of a journey. Spent some time watching this country from afar for about 8 years, and just kept on knowing that things were not right. So that's why I came back to Fiji. So today is a great day.